What's going on YouTube? Today I want to talk to you guys about this incredible system that you can use for pretty much any vehicle. It's a way to get Android Auto to your vehicle, or in situations where you get a rental car and you want to have Android Auto but you don't have Android Auto in the system.
Okay, a perfect example of the use case for this screen right here is here in this situation where I'm on my way to DC and I'm using this as my Android Auto navigation. I can see the maps clearly. Meanwhile, my girl can watch a movie on the bottom screen or whatever she wants to do, and I can just focus on the drive and not be affected at all. So yeah, one of the many situations in which you can make use of this device right here.
Now, for disclosure, the company did send this to me for free for review. However, everything I say is 100% my opinion. You are seeing this video at the same time as they are. So what's interesting about this system is that if you have a situation where uh, you don't have an Android Auto in your vehicle, you can get something like this, and this will provide you with Android Auto to your system. And if you don't have a backup camera, this would also give you a backup camera. Now in the box is the device itself, which looks really good. Now I have already opened this and pretty much used it, so I'm just showing you guys what the unboxing experience looks like. This screen right here can actually tilt a little bit, which is pretty nice. You know, it's got this finish. I chose the white version, but there's the black version, and it's got speakers. It's got a card reader, auxiliary, AV, which is for the rear view camera, and USB Type-C to power it. And in the box, you get this right here, which is gonna include, you have the manual, which, you know, the manual can help you set up the auxiliary cord, a rear view camera. So the rear view camera is interesting because if your vehicle doesn't have a rear view camera, or you have a rental car, I mean, you probably won't do this to a rental car, but if you have a if you have a vehicle that doesn't have a rear view camera, you can simply put this in the back of your vehicle, connect this part to this end right here. This red right here will connect to your brake lights. You can easily tap that into your brake lights, and that will power it. That way, whenever you switch to to your rear lights, that way whenever you switch to rear, this will trigger the camera to turn on. And this part right here connects, this part that looks like a headphone jack connects to the back of this right here, which provides you with the rear view. So it is nice that they included the rear view camera. Now I won't be using this because my vehicle already has a rear view camera, and pretty much any rental that I get will probably have a rear view camera. And then for this part right here, you have a power adapter. So this right here will be what powers the device, and this goes into the, you know, to the lighter port in your vehicle. And then you have an extra USB, because if this takes a port, you might need this to power something else. So it is nice that this is included. Now onto the device itself. As long as I've been using it so far, I love it. There is a couple of things that I don't like about it that I was actually pretty disappointed about, and I'm gonna tell you what it is real quick. So now to power the device, okay, let me start with what I don't like about it, because it's gonna come down to how I power it. When I saw this product, when this product was emailed to me, I thought that this thing would have a built-in battery because of the way it looked on the website. On the website, it showed that you can use this independently. You don't have to use it in your vehicle. So I figured this one will have a built-in battery. And when I picked it up, it's got some weight to it. Unfortunately, it does not have a built-in battery, so you're gonna have to power it externally. Oh, real quick, I forgot to show you this, but this here is included with the box. That way you can this you peel it and you stick into something, and this right here goes onto it and just sits like that. That way you can sit it on your dashboard. It does not go anywhere. And if you want to remove this to hide it from theft, or you just want to simply bring it inside, that way you can use it, you just simply turn it. It is pretty tight. Let me see, how do I turn it? Okay, you just simply turn it and you can remove it. So yeah, but anyways, as I was saying, to power this, you're gonna either need a Type-C cable or the cable that was included into your vehicle. So I am disappointed that it does not have a rechargeable battery, which is, man, that would have completed it so much, because when I received this, I really wanted to put this on my e-bike. That way I can get Android Auto with maps, on my e-bike. But seeing that it does not have a built-in battery, that really disappointed me. Now on the bottom here, I can see that it has a microphone port. It has a microphone. That way you can speak into it. But anyway, let me power it on and show you guys how it works. So to power it on, I'm gonna be using this battery bank that I have. Goes into there. Then let's see if it's powerful enough to turn it on. And it comes on. As you can see, it comes on really fast. And you can have your Android Auto at the same time as music. Basically, the full Android Auto experience, you have it right here. So you can literally plug this into the wall in your house or in a hotel. If you go on a vacation, you can just simply have this and you have a sound system here. Let me try and find a music on YouTube that is not copyrighted. That way you guys can hear just how well the speaker works. Listen. It does sound pretty good. Obviously, it's not gonna sound as good as a portable speaker with with really good subwoofer, but for the most part, if you have this just in a hotel, around the house, if you go outside in the garage or something, you can use this for music as long as it's connected to an outlet or a power bank. In this case, I have multiple power banks that I can use to power this if I want to. You have your full, like I said, you have your full Android Auto experience. If you exit, you can go back to your home screen and you can play music straight from the device. If you have an SD card connected or just using a regular Bluetooth, you have your brightness control, you have your settings. With the settings, there's really not a whole lot that you can do with the settings. You can mirror your camera settings. You can have the reversing guide when your camera is connected. You can have guidelines, suspension key switch. I'm not really sure what a suspension key switch is. You can change your time and date and stuff like that. Your display settings, you can change the brightness, contrast, hue, saturation, and all that stuff. Your EQ settings, right now I have it on user because I'm not really sure how to change it to more bass, but I would prefer more bass, but I'm not really sure how to do that because all I get is rock, soft, pop, classic, jazz. There is no hip hop, something like that, which is what I might typically listen to. But if you know how to set this up, you can change the settings yourself. Now let's go back to the home screen. Now I want to do an Android cast and show you guys how the Android cast is. This is the second thing that I'm kind of disappointed about when it comes to the Android cast, right? So initially my plan was to have my phone full screen onto this display, right? But it doesn't quite work like that. To Android cast, you pretty much follow the instructions and you go to the app called mirroring, which is this right here. You click on mirroring, which once it's running, you're gonna click on the Android cast and that will mirror your phone screen. So you follow the instructions and you pretty much click on start, and that will start uh your Android. As you guys can see, my entire Android is pretty much showing on the display. This is where I'm disappointed. So for example, if I open YouTube, right, it has this narrow view, which it's really useless because it's even smaller than my actual phone screen. You can turn your phone sideways. Actually, you can turn your phone sideways. That way you can rotate. But each time you do that, each time you rotate, you have to click on, you have to reinitiate the thing, right? Which, you know, it's kind of fine because you can still play. So theoretically, you can watch movies and stuff like that. So let me play a video. Let me go to YouTube and play a video. Make sure I select a video that is not copyrighted. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna select my own channel. So I'm gonna select a video from my channel. Ooh, I have 4,000 subscribers. Thank you guys. But let's say I want to pick up any video. Okay, so what's going on YouTube? Today I want to do a review of the Rainier Air 2S, and what I'm going to be doing. So as you guys can see, you can play pretty much any video on the system as long as your phone screen is on. So you can literally watch Android, you can watch Netflix, Prime. I wouldn't recommend that while you're driving, but you can actually put this like on a nightstand in an hotel or outdoors. You know, you can put it on something and just pretty much mirror your phone screen. Now, this is what I mean by the one thing that I don't like is that I can't do Samsung Dex to it. Because the reason why I can't do Samsung Dex is because this is running on hotspot. Usually when I do an Android cast, I don't use a hotspot, but this one makes me use a hotspot for some reason, and I don't know why. But because it's using a hotspot, I can't use Android. I can't do Samsung Dex. The benefit of Samsung Dex is that you can turn your phone screen off while you interact with the screen. But when you're using a screencast hotspot, when you turn your phone screen off, this goes blank as well. So you can't use it. So your phone screen has to stay on, which is a bit disappointing. Now let's see how it works with Apple. Now this is an older Apple phone, so let's see. Use CarPlay, and now you're connected to your. We're doing today in this video is going to be a little different than what most people have done. In there, what I'm going to focus on is the difference between the Air. So I just had to pause it because the video was previously playing on here. But to use CarPlay, you pretty much connect it, follow the instructions, and you pretty much connect it. You're gonna have your maps, your music, and stuff like that. And you can also go into different apps and choose, you know, whatever apps that you want. You know, you have Google Maps, YouTube Music, whatever it is that you have installed on your phone that's gonna be showing up here. But so yeah, overall, it's a pretty solid device. I really love it. I love the looks. It's pretty sleek. I chose the white version, but in hindsight, maybe I should have chosen the black one since I'm probably gonna just keep this in my truck. I love that I can easily transport this. You know, if I have a rental vehicle or stuff like that, I can easily just transport this. But overall, yeah, if you want one, there's gonna be a link in the description. Check them out. I think that they are doing something incredible here. I think they're doing something great here. So if you want one of these, check out the link in the description. But once again, every opinion in this video is 100% mine. I will highly recommend this, especially if you don't have Android Auto built into your vehicle, because this is wireless and it works very well.